Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. B&B spoilers. Deacon and Finn find clues about Sheila from mysterious strangers. How does a homeless man named Tom know Sheila? On the April 26 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers tease that Finn and Deacon search to find Sheila Carter Amsa. The pair crosses paths with some unknowns on the B&B canvas who could point them toward Sheila. Meanwhile, back at home, the Forresters rally around RJ to support him through his relationship crisis with Luna. It should be a climactic day you don't want to miss. Finn, Tanner Novlin, really wanted to put this whole Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown thing to rest. Even though he has some connection to his biological mom, Finn wants to focus on his bigger priority, his wife Steffi, Jacqueline Matinswood, and their family. However, Deacon, scene canon, didn't give Finn much of a choice. He simply wouldn't take no for an answer. Finn, your birth mother could still be alive somewhere out there. Deacon's detective work on the computer may provide a starting point, as well as all the info he got about Sugar from Lauren Fenmore, Tracy Bregman. The pair set off on a quest to find the truth and meet two people who provide some clues. There's Tom, played by Clint Howard, a veteran character actor and brother of Ron Howard. He is a homeless man with relevant details about the mystery. Then a woman named Mushel is played by Scene Canon's real-life stepdaughter, Juliet Vega. We can't wait to discover how these two strangers know anything about Sugar and Sheila. It seems like everyone feels bad about what happened with Luna, Lisa Yamada, and RG, Joshua Hoffman. Their first reunion at work was awkward and painful. RG admitted that she still loves Luna, but he can't get the image of her in bed with Zend, Dylan Demetz, out of his head. What a hard place emotionally to be. While Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, wound up being more understanding of Luna than we predicted, she was downright incensed at Zend. There is no understanding there. Ridge, Thorsten K., will probably come down hard on Zend, as did his buddy Carter, Lawrence St. Victor. Whether the Forrester clan gets up in arms and goes after Zend remains to be seen. What is for sure is that they gather to provide support to RJ collectively. With all of this family support behind him, can RJ find a way back to Luna? The best place for true soap fans to be is our Facebook groups. Have you joined? If you love soap spoilers, gossip, and fans as dedicated as yourself, check out Days of Our Lives fans, General Hospital exclusive, The Young and the Restless fans, and The Bold and the Beautiful fans. Title: Unraveling the Enigma. Deacon and Finn's Quest for Sheila's Secrets. In the quaint town of Los Angeles, where the sun danced on palm trees and secrets lingered in the shadows, two unlikely allies embarked on a journey shrouded in mystery. Deacon Sharp, the ruggedly charming ex-convict turned reformed soul, and Dr. John Finnegan, the brilliant but enigmatic doctor with a heart of gold, found themselves entangled in a web spun by the elusive Sheila Carter. It all began on a crisp autumn morning when a letter arrived at the Spencer Publications office addressed to Deacon. The sender remained anonymous, but the contents were cryptic, hinting at long-buried truths about Sheila, a woman with a past as murky as the depths of the ocean. Deacon, intrigued by the letter's implications, sought the help of Finn, a man whose intellect rivaled the sharpest of minds. Despite their differences, they shared a common goal: to unearth Sheila's secrets and bring closure to those whose lives she had touched. Their first lead led them to a dimly lit alleyway on the outskirts of town. As they ventured deeper into the shadows, whispers of Sheila's name echoed off the brick walls like a haunting melody. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness, clad in a trench coat and fedora, the epitome of noir mystique. "Looking for answers, gentlemen," the stranger drawled, his voice a blend of mystery and intrigue. Deacon and Finn exchanged wary glances before nodding in unison. The stranger introduced himself as Max, a private investigator with a penchant for the obscure. He claimed to have valuable information about Sheila's whereabouts, information that could change the course of their investigation. With cautious optimism, they followed Max to a secluded warehouse on the outskirts of town. Inside, they found themselves surrounded by a labyrinth of crates and cobwebs, the air thick with anticipation. Max led them to a dusty desk cluttered with documents, each one a piece of the puzzle they were desperate to solve. As they combed through the files, a pattern began to emerge, a trail of breadcrumbs, leading them closer to Sheila's elusive past. They uncovered evidence of her tangled history with powerful families, long-forgotten vendettas, and a trail of broken hearts left in her wake. But just as they thought they were closing in on the truth, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, shattering their illusion of safety. It was Sheila herself, her piercing gaze cutting through the silence like a knife. "You didn't honestly think you could outsmart me, did you?" she sneered, her voice dripping with venom. Deacon and Finn stood their ground, undeterred by her icy glare. They knew that confronting Sheila was their only chance at unraveling the tangled web of lies she had spun. With steely determination, they pressed her for answers, each question a carefully crafted trap designed to expose her secrets. But Sheila was a master manipulator, adept at dodging their inquiries with a skill that bordered on artistry. As the tension reached its breaking point, a sudden noise shattered the stillness, a gunshot ringing out in the darkness like a thunderclap. For a moment, time seemed to stand still as Deacon and Finn braced themselves for the inevitable confrontation. But when the smoke cleared, they found themselves face to face with Max, his eyes wide with shock as he crumpled to the ground, a bullet lodged in his chest. Sheila, the architect of chaos, had vanished into the night, leaving behind nothing but unanswered questions and a trail of destruction in her wake. As Deacon and Finn surveyed the scene, a sense of resolve washed over them. Though Sheila had slipped through their grasp once again, they knew that their quest for the truth was far from over. Armed with newfound determination, they vowed to continue their search, no matter where it might lead. And so, against the backdrop of the bustling city and the promise of a new day, Deacon and Finn embarked on their next chapter, bound together by a shared mission and an unbreakable bond forged in the fires of adversity. For in the world of secrets and lies, sometimes the most unlikely alliances are the ones that endure. In the quaint town of Fairview, nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, the cozy bed and breakfast known as Whispering Pines stood as a beacon of hospitality. Run by the warm-hearted innkeeper, Helen, it was a haven for travelers seeking respite from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. But little did anyone know, the tranquil ambience of Whispering Pines was about to be disrupted by the arrival of two mysterious strangers. Deacon Sharp, a ruggedly handsome man with a troubled past, had come to Fairview in search of answers. His piercing gaze hinted at a determination fueled by a desire to uncover the truth. Accompanying him was Dr. John Finnegan, known to most as Finn, a brilliant physician whose keen intellect was matched only by his compassionate nature. Their paths had crossed by chance, drawn together by a shared mission: to unravel the enigma that was Sheila Carter, a woman of elusive charm and dangerous secrets. Sheila's presence loomed over Fairview like a shadow, her name whispered in hushed tones by those who dared to speak of her at all. As Deacon and Finn settled into Whispering Pines, they couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. It was as if the very air around them crackled with anticipation, as though the town itself held its breath in anticipation of what was to come. Their suspicions were confirmed when, one evening, a knock sounded at the door of their room. Opening it cautiously, they found themselves face to face with a woman cloaked in shadows, her features obscured by the dim light of the hallway. "Are you the ones looking for Sheila Carter?" the woman asked, her voice a whisper that sent shivers down their spines. Deacon and Finn exchanged a wary glance before nodding slowly. The woman stepped into the room, revealing herself to be a formidable figure with eyes that glittered like chips of ice. "I have information," she said cryptically, her words hanging in the air like a promise of things to come. And so the unlikely trio embarked on a journey that would take them deep into the heart of Fairview's darkest secrets. From the cobblestone streets of the town square to the winding paths of the surrounding forests, they followed a trail of breadcrumbs left behind by those who had crossed paths with Sheila Carter. Their investigation led them to the doorstep of an old acquaintance of Sheila's, a woman whose bitterness was matched only by her thirst for revenge. With trembling hands, she revealed tidbits of information that hinted at Sheila's whereabouts, but always just out of reach.